Hi, my name is Kevin Hopkins with CHC, and today we'll be going over the Texas statewide campaign application in your partner portal. To get to the campaign application, as always, you click the Applications tab at the top left of your partner portal, and then it'll take you to your open campaign applications. Once that loads, you're going to locate the Texas State Campaign statewide portal application and click the little pencil icon right here to open the application. As always, at the top, we do have our basic campaign details. We have our deadline, which is Friday, February 12th. We have the amount raised in 2019. If you want to opt in or out of events for this campaign, you can do that here. If you want to watch the video you're already watching to explain this application for you, you can click this video link right here. But if you have more specific questions, feel free to contact us at applications@chcimpact.org. And finally, if you go through the application, decide you don't meet the requirements or it's just not for your organization, you can click here if you will not be applying, and that will remove the application from your portal. With that said, we're going to get into our submission instructions. One thing I do want to note and stress is that this campaign application is for the statewide campaign only. There are local Texas campaigns, but those will be listed individually at a later date. This is for, like I said, the statewide campaign only, and what that means is to qualify, you need to offer services in 2 or more standard metropolitan statistical areas in Texas. Now, what specifically that means is you need to offer services in 2 or more of these areas right here. As you can see, they're broken down by specific counties. So you're going to want to review these lists, find the counties you offer services, and make sure that the counties where you do offer services, they fall into at least 2 different of these metropolitan statistical areas. Once you've determined that, you'll go ahead and list the counties that you provide services in this box right here. And after that, you're going to select your health and human service codes for the specific services you offer in those counties. As you can see, we have 4. We have human care, medical research, natural disaster/emergency relief, and impoverished individual assistance. You can select up to 4 of those health and human service codes in these drop-downs. And once you've determined your counties and your codes, you can go ahead and provide your actual services. These services do need to correspond with the specific codes you've selected and correspond with the counties where you're saying you offer service. As you can see here, we have a sort of more in-depth breakdown of what these codes mean, and we do have a handy little sheet here for you to provide the information that the campaign is usually looking for. Once you provide that information, you can upload that to this field. Next, we have the Texas Certificate of Authority or the Texas Articles of Incorporation. There has been some confusions about the Articles of Incorporation. They do need to be Texas Articles of Incorporation. So if you weren't incorporated in Texas, you do need to submit your Texas Certificate of Authority. And if you don't have that handy or on file, you can go visit the Texas Secretary of State website to request that document. Next, we have the fiscal agent letter. This just says that Community Health Charities is going to serve as your representative and fiscal agent in the campaign. And you can click here for the specific language that you'll just need to attest to, and you can upload that document here. Lastly, we have our financial reconciliation documentation. Not everyone is going to need to complete this document. This document is just for organizations whose revenue and expenses in Schedule D of their 990 does not match the revenue and expenses listed on their audit. If those expenses do not match, you will need to complete this form, which just has you list those revenues and expenses and ask for an explanation as to, in the end, why they sort of match up. And you'll upload that form here. And then for international applicants specifically, you can participate in this campaign without offering Texas services if you participate in the campaign between 1994 and 2003. If you do fall into that boat, we ask that you provide the year you participated last in the campaign so we can provide that on your campaign application. Then, as always, we have your application downloads. These are just the forms you're going to need or potentially need to complete this campaign application. Then we have our campaign eligibility prerequisites. We have, of course, the 990, the IRS letter determination, your audited financial statements. Then we have the AFR cap. This campaign does have a hard cap for the AFR of 25%. Unfortunately, if your organization does have an AFR over 25%, you will be denied for participating in this campaign. We will have your revenue listed here, but if you have any questions, as always, feel free to contact us at applications@chcimpact.org. Lastly, we just have a more of a breakdown of the 2 or more contiguous standard metropolitan statistical areas in Texas and sort of what that means in terms of having a staff and having a phone number, just having a presence within the state or how you can prove that. Lastly, we have our frequently asked questions. As always, there's sort of a general question about, can national headquarters participate alongside local chapters? Yes, you can, with the caveat that if your EIN matches the same EIN as your local chapter, you both cannot go into statewide. Statewide only allows one EIN per listing. So if your organization, like your national organization, has the same EIN as, say, your Texas chapter, then unfortunately it will have to either be the national organization or the Texas chapter participating. As always, you can save a draft and come back to this later, provided you do that by the 12th. And once everything is done and uploaded, you can click Submit Completed Application, and you will be all set. Once again, my name is Kevin Hopkins with CHC. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.